everyone, Dr. Crank here. I have Jackson along with me today, and we're going to be talking about a very popular topic of why does my dog itch? So we know multiple reasons as to why a dog could become itchy, and so we think of primarily three. One would be fleas, the other being food, and the last being environment. And so there are a lot of factors that go into each of these causes. So we are going to actually split this up across a three-part video series. So you want to make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on the upcoming two videos that we're going to finish up this topic with. So fleas are our most common reason for why we could see a dog being very itchy. There are multiple types of preventions out there, but let's start first with what can you see at home? So you're going to see your dog being extremely itchy, scratching all over. That's not normal. We itch and scratch occasionally, and that's considered normal. Your dog can itch and scratch occasionally, but we don't want them to be itching to the point that they're creating sores. And so if they are getting to that point, you definitely want to have them seen by your veterinarian to see what's going on and how easy is this to treat to get your dog some relief. They shouldn't be up scratching in the middle of the night. So what you will see is obviously some red skin from where they have been itching and irritating their skin, some sores and scabs, and you'll potentially even see some fur loss, especially back here around the base of the tail. That's where fleas like to live at the most. So you really want to kind of get down in there and look through that fur, see if you find any fleas. They are pretty fast and they can hide fairly well, especially in dogs with long hair. But they are ones that if you look in the right place, you'll usually find them, or at least evidence, because you can also find flea dirt, which is basically flea excrement, and it does look a little like just regular dirt, except whenever you put some water on it, it's red because it's actually part of your dog's blood that those fleas have been ingesting. So if you look for that, you may find it, and it can be something too that there's only one flea present. And so some dogs do actually have what's called a flea bite hypersensitivity, which is basically that your dog is very allergic to flea saliva. So even the bite from just one flea can cause them to have a reaction all over their body. So what can you do to prevent it? There are a lot of options, and honestly the topicals that we get over the counter, the shampoos, the dips, the collars, they don't work as well as they used to. So we really rely upon the prescription strength preventions that we have here. And these are just a handful of many different options. And you really need to speak to your vet about what option is best for your pet. Some will be exposed to different types of ticks and things as well. Others could benefit from having some ear mite prevention. It's really something that it's a one-on-one kind of a basis as to what necessarily your dog will benefit from the most. These are some chews that we have here, Brevecto and Simparica Trio. One is going to be monthly, the other every 3 months. And then we also have these that are for cats, and they're going to be more of a topical type of a thing because most people do not like pilling their cats. So this is something that's just going to go on the back of their neck, lasting either a month or 3 months. And some of these products do also have other things like heartworm prevention, ear mite prevention that you can pair in with them as well. So these are a little bit different since we don't see as much of that resistance, but you will most likely have to see your veterinarian in order to get them because they are prescription, and there are some side effects that we want to make sure to go over with you and make sure it's the right fit for your pet. So as far as other things go, you can also get a Seresto collar, which is going to be a collar that they last for 8 months, and your dog will wear that all the time. It does for fleas and ticks. There are a lot of counterfeit products out there on the market. Same thing for these. So make sure that you are consulting your veterinarian on where is the best place to get those from. Why do we keep them on prevention? Why do we not just give them a bath and treat the environment? Because it is a pain. Treating the environment for fleas can be terrible. It's going to last about 3 months at least. You're going to be vacuuming nonstop, flea bombs, washing bedding, washing their bedding, washing furniture, things like that you're going to be having to get all these little flea eggs out of. It's very difficult to try and get a handle on that sometimes, especially if you have multiple pets in the home. So we want to make sure that all pets are on a flea prevention year-round, whether they're indoor, outdoor, they're going to all be at risk. And we want to make for sure that you're not just treating one and not the other, because those fleas will then jump from the one who now is on the prevention to the one who doesn't have it, and that one will ultimately develop the same problems. So you do want to make sure it's a year-round kind of a thing. Fleas don't go anywhere in the winter. It's kind of a misnomer. We really see them year-round as a problem. Instead of them being outdoors where we normally expect for our dogs and cats to be exposed to them, instead the fleas just move right on inside in the wintertime where it's nice and warm. So they'll continue to be a problem for your pets, just maybe not as much of a problem as what you normally expect to see in the spring and summer since there's a little fewer numbers of them. So it is something that we also will want to give these preventions as well, because we can see them prevent against certain diseases. And some of these diseases can actually be fatal, especially in small animals, puppies, kittens that are really tiny. Fleas can actually take in so much of the blood that your animal becomes fatally anemic, and they can, really, unless they have a blood transfusion, it can be fatal very quickly. And so you do want to make for sure that even your small pets are being treated for fleas. So like I said, this is just kind of an overview of what you can see with a flea allergy and what you can expect to see at home, what your vet will do for you, and why it's important for your pet to be on that flea and tick prevention year-round and making sure that they are nice and safe from those and preventing the itch. So make sure to stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be coming up with a couple more videos for you concerning your itchy pets, and we want to make for sure that obviously you're liking these and that you're commenting on them, and with any questions that you have, any kind of comments that you think of, what has worked for your pet or why it hasn't worked, we definitely want to know about. So make sure to drop those below, and otherwise, thanks for visiting us again, and we'll see you next time.